Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm officially 37 weeks pregnant. Got the bump here. And today I'm doing a lot of prep when it comes to nesting and getting everything ready for baby to be here. I can't believe that he's going to be here in actually like 3-ish weeks or sooner. So the big thing that I have on my list today to get done is meal prepping. I want to have a bunch of freezer meals ready to go so that I can just stick them in the Instant Pot and do like freezer to Instant Pot meals that we can do when our son is here. So today that's like my big undertaking. It's a Saturday, and so that's kind of mostly what I have planned today, besides also just picking some things up because the house has also become a little messy. So I just want to get things like cooked, cleaned, have everything ready to go. So I'm taking you along with me as I am prepping all of these freezer meals. All of the recipes that I'm going to be making today, I actually found from a YouTube channel called Six Sister Stuff. You guys definitely need to check them out. They do a ton of meal prep and a lot of like freezer meal to Instant Pot prep. So this is where I found all of these recipes. I have since written them all down. I did my grocery list. I did my grocery pickup order yesterday. I spent $200 getting all of the supplies that I'll need for this. I'm going to be making 21 meals and 21 bags, and each bag will feed us. It should make like 4 servings out of it, meaning that we can have it for 2 meals together for the 2 of us, if that makes sense. So I think that we're going to have a ton of meals ready. This should give us like a month's worth of food. And this video isn't going to be like a tutorial of how to make all of these recipes, but I will leave links to all of the recipes down below, and I'm going to be giving you like as much detail as I can while I'm making it. So the first thing that I've already done is I've taken my list here. These are all of the recipes that I'm going to be making, and I've written them down on the freezer bags so that I know what recipe it is, and also have the instructions of how long it needs to cook in the Instant Pot and what needs to happen afterwards. Like this one is the creamy Italian chicken, 25 minutes, and serve on rice or pasta. And the next thing I'm going to do now is just chop some veggies. I have some peppers and onions that need to be chopped, so I'm not going to show that because that's just going to be a long, tedious process. But after that, then we can get going on putting everything in these bags and getting them ready for the freezer. So now I have all my veggies prepped, so we are ready to go with starting to make these dump meals. So again, to reiterate, these are for Instant Pot, freezer to Instant Pot meals. So I'm putting everything in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. I've already written all of the instructions on each bag of what the meal is and how to prep it or how to cook it, how long to cook for. And so I'm just going to be dumping everything in each of these bags and then putting it aside in the freezer. We do have a deep freezer, which is a huge benefit to this. And also, this is for an Instant Pot, not for a crock pot. So time cooking will be different. The first one I'm doing is sweet and tangy meatballs. And we need 1 entire thing of meatballs here. Okay, and then each bag of meatballs gets 1 jar of this Heinz chili sauce here.
Already packing, come with me.
And then the final ingredient is a cup of grape jelly. So I have this Welch's container of grape jelly, and it's like a squeeze bottle. So it calls for a cup of each, so I'm just going to divide this by thirds, which is pretty similar to a cup of each in each.
Asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Okay, and that is it for this meal. So I'm just going to seal it up, get all the air out. And kind of roll the meatballs around in the sauce. And then these meatballs, you are supposed to add a half a cup to 1 cup of water in the Instant Pot with it and cook for 7 minutes and then saute at the end to thicken. And then it can be served over rice or something like that. So I know that it would fit a lot better in my freezer if it was laid flat, but because I want to throw it straight from the freezer into the Instant Pot, I don't want to have to take the time to thaw it. And so if it was laid flat, it wouldn't fit in the Instant Pot. So I'm actually going to have it frozen in like a mound like this so that it'll just plop really easily into the Instant Pot. So the next recipe that I'm making is Hawaiian meatballs. So I already have them in the bag as well, just like one bag of meatballs again in this bag. And I need 1 chopped red pepper. So I'm going to do about like a cup of chopped red pepper that I pre-chopped earlier today for each bag. And then 1 entire can, 20-ounce can of chopped pineapple with the sauce, or the liquid. Oh no.
Do you want me to help you take it off? Babe, you're about to slice your hand open.
Oh, fine. And then each one gets 1 cup of brown sugar. It also called for 2/3 cup of white distilled vinegar, and that was like the one thing that didn't come through on my grocery pickup. So we only had some apple cider vinegar. So I'm just going to dump a little bit of that in there, and we'll see how that turns out. And then finally, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
You should re-say that. That was weird.
What?
The way you said soy sauce just freaked me out.
And then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Why did you hang on it?
What?
So much?
What do you mean? How did I say soy sauce weird?
Well, the first time you were like 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then just now you were like 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You just like hung on it for no reason.
I'm sorry, I don't say soy sauce up to your standard.
Just soy sauce. Soy sauce.
Soy sauce. I don't hear any difference.
You were literally like soy sauce.
Okay, I took a little lunch break, had a little snack, and now we're back at it. So the next meal that I'm making is Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. And so I'm going to be making the meat part of it, and then it says to serve with obviously like toasted bread and then provolone cheese, which I already bought the bread and the cheese, and I'm going to label that it's for this meal and also stick it in the deep freezer so that it's also ready to go whenever we plan to eat these meals. So this one we cook for 8 to 15 minutes. I think they also said it could be like 10 minutes in the Instant Pot. So I have these bags of beef fajitas, and I have 2 bags of them to then split between my 3 freezer bags here. And these are like pre-cooked fajita steak mix, beef fajitas mix. So separate these here. And there we go, try to make them as even as possible. And then we have 1 chopped onion. So I already have my onion chopped. I'm just going to use a measuring cup, like 1 cup of chopped onion for each bag. And then we're doing 1 chopped green bell pepper. So I have that here. I'm also going to measure out about a cup for each. Maybe a little bit more. Then we have 1 pack of Italian salad dressing mix for each bag. And then 1 cup of beef broth. Oh, the mix makes me want to sneeze though. Whew. And that's it for this recipe. So I will again seal all the air out. Mix it around a bit. The next recipe is a chicken sausage and rice meal. So I have these DITL's chicken apple sausages. You know, these ones are good. So I'm going to chop these up, and then we can get on with the rest of the meal.
What we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away.
All right, now we have all of our sausage cut up and in bags. So it was 4 sausages for each bag. So now it's time for the red pepper, which is 1 diced red pepper. So I'm going to do about a cup of that. And then 1 cup of chopped onion. Also, when I cut up this onion, I use my food processor to chop it to make me cry less. I still definitely did cry, but I really like being able to use the food processor for chopping onions. Is a better solution, I think. Now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Then we have 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. We're gonna do half a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. So that's just like a tiny little bit. I'm just gonna eyeball it here. Okay, then we add 1.5 cups of rice. I'm using jasmine rice here. And then each one gets 2 cups of chicken broth. And then seal it up, let all the air out, and mix it around. Okay, we're getting to the home stretch. I have 3 more recipes and 3 bags of each, and they're all chicken related. My husband is going to be the one to like put the chicken in because I don't like touching chicken, even though the chicken breasts I have are frozen. But I'm going to put everything else in the bags and then let him add the chicken in later. So this recipe is a creamy Italian chicken that can be served over rice or pasta. And the first thing is half a pack of the Italian seasoning pack. So add more of these, put in half of it there. Then we have half a can of cream of chicken soup. If I continue to do like more freezer meals, I need to get some of those stands that help you. It like holds the bag open for you, which would be really nice. Then we have 2 cups of chicken broth in each one. And then 4 ounces of cream cheese in each. And for right now, before the chicken, I'm going to seal these up and just keep them to the side while I wait for my husband to be able to put the chicken in all the bags. The next chicken recipe is chicken tacos, and this is going to have 2 chicken breasts, a 16-ounce can of salsa, and 1 packet of taco seasoning. So really easy. I have these jars of salsa. And then 1 packet of taco seasoning. And these are good, just waiting for the chicken, which we'll do here soon. Now the final recipe that I have is a sweet chili chicken. And this one is supposed to be served over stir-fry veggies, which I tried to order in my grocery pickup, and those were also out of stock. So I may get some later. You could also, I'm sure, serve it over rice and it would still be delicious. So first thing, half a can of coconut milk. Then we have a 1/4 cup of the sweet chili sauce. Next, 2 teaspoons of lime juice. And lastly, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay, start over here. I'll open the bag for you. 2 chicken breasts per bag.
Slippery suckers.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free.
drop them off in the freezer. Ugh, I'm now sitting down because that was utterly exhausting to be 37 weeks pregnant and doing all of that. It took me about 3 hours total to do everything, and my back and my feet just hurt so bad, but I think it was all worth it. The other really nice thing about doing meals that way is that it created very little like cleanup mess that I had to take care of. I think I had dirtied like 4 bowls, and that was just all the things that I had chopped up. Besides that, it was just a lot of like recycling the bottles of things that I opened and throwing away like wrappers of things. So that made it really easy. Got them all fit in the freezer, so they are all fit there in mounds, like I said, instead of in like laid flat, because having it in more of a mound shape will fit better in the Instant Pot, so I don't have to thaw it before it gets cooked. So there's still a few more things that I need to do to get ready for having our baby here, but I'm honestly just so exhausted. I don't know what else I can do. I do have to do a little bit of laundry, so I could just start that, but oh my gosh, definitely ready to ready to lay down. So we have the Mamaroo, which I haven't washed any of the cover for it, so I want to wash that, as well as like the inside cover of our stroller. And then just need to pick up down here because look at that, that's just like atrocious.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what
So it is now the next day. I took some time yesterday afternoon after getting everything like ready for meals to just be able to have time to relax because I was just utterly exhausted. I did take a nap, which was good, and honestly like shed a few tears. I don't know, I'm just overwhelmed and emotional and very pregnant and doing a lot. So I have a few more things to do in the nursery, just like picking up a few things, and then I think I'm just going to like call it a weekend. So I know that I need to get just like a couple little things done each day, but I really think that I overdid it yesterday. I barely slept last night. I think I slept maybe like 4 hours. It was not great. I was just so exhausted. My body just hurt. So definitely don't want to overdo it again today, but have a couple little things to pick up, which will make me feel a lot better. Also, here's something that's really fun. Jacob got this bag. It's tactical baby gear bag, and his parents got it for him. He was so excited for it. So it's like a diaper bag for dad, and it has these like little things that Velcro on and off. So he was really excited about it. He actually also got the tactical baby gear carrier. This was actually what I told him. I said, this will be your Father's Day gift this year. So he really wanted it. So we got this for him, the carrier, and then his parents got him the diaper bag. So he is really stoked about these gifts. So definitely check it out Father's Day if your husband is into that, because mine definitely is.
And we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free.
And now our whole nursery is picked up, and we are about to film a nursery tour that'll go in depth of showing you all of the things that we have in our nursery, so definitely stay tuned for that. And so I think I'm just going to end the vlog here. Thanks so much for hanging out as I have been prepping for these last couple of weeks of pregnancy, getting ready for baby boy to be here. If you're not already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos, and also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.